Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The model demonstration of the larynx. Larynx, it consists of a set of cartilages, membranes, and muscles. We'll study them in a sequence. So, the larynx is actually a protective structure and allows in the phonation of the voice. And its level is present at the level of the fourth, fifth, and sixth cervical vertebrae. So, first of all, this is the hyoid bone. The hyoid bone. The hyoid bone has got a body, lesser horns or lesser corno, along with the greater horns or greater corno on both the sides. Lesser horn, greater. Sorry. So this is the bone to which the cartilages are attached through membranes and ligaments. We got the largest laryngeal cartilage over here, and this is the thyroid cartilage. The thyroid cartilage, it has superior thyroid notch, and an inferior thyroid notch. Its prominence represents the superior laryngeal prominence, also known as the Adam's apple. It's more prominent in males as compared to females. So here you find the superior laryngeal prominence. Superior laryngeal prominence. Okay. So this is the broad lamina of the thyroid cartilage. And this region represents the oblique line. Which is which represents the attachments of muscles. For example, the thyroid muscle, the oblique line. Thyroid cartilage, and this cartilage represents the cricoid cartilage. The cricoid cartilage, it forms a complete circle. It's a signet ring shaped, and it forms a complete circle. This is the broad lamina of the thyroid cartilage. The broad lamina. The articular facets, the arytenoid articular surfaces for the arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid articular surfaces, broad lamina, along with the cricoid arch, the cricoid cartilage arch. This important ligament represents the median cricothyroid ligament. The median cricothyroid ligament. These are the tracheal cartilages. Median cricothyroid ligament, the cricoid cartilage. The tracheal cartilages start from the C7 vertebrae. This is the tracheal membranes, and here you will find the cricotracheal ligament. The cricotracheal ligament, which is a thickening of the cricotracheal membranes. The cricotracheal ligament, which is the thickening of the cricotracheal membranes. Again, the cricotracheal ligaments. The trachea, this is the trachea, the posterior free border trachea. These are the inferior horns of the thyroid cartilage. Thyroid cartilage is over here, and it has got a superior horn. Thyroid cartilage has got a superior horn which articulates with the hyoid bone, and it has got an inferior horn which articulates with the cricoid cartilage. The inferior horn of the thyroid cartilage articulates with the cricoid cartilage. and here you will find a facet for this articulation, and this is actually a synovial joint. A synovial joint between the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage. Okay, superior horn, we're done with this. Now we'll go to the posterior side. On the posterior side, we also got some important cartilages. We have this arytenoid cartilage. This whole triangular pyramidal shaped arytenoid cartilage having a superior surface for the corniculate cartilage. This is the corniculate cartilage. Arytenoid cartilage, corniculate cartilage. In the corniculate cartilage, it articulates with the arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid cartilage has got a superior lateral surface. It's got a medial surface and an inferior surface. The inferior surface is actually the articular surface for the cricoid cartilage. Okay, so the medial surface, and then we've got this process, this one. This is the vocal process. The vocal process of the arytenoid cartilage. Vocal process of the arytenoid cartilage, where the vocal ligaments and the vocal folds attach along with the vocalis muscle, and this is the muscular process of the arytenoid cartilage. The muscular process of the arytenoid cartilage, where you will find muscular attachments. Muscular attachments. Okay. These are the vocal folds. The vocal ligaments, when they are covered with the mucous membrane, they become vocal folds. See? So these are the vocal ligaments actually, and when they are covered by the mucous membrane of the larynx, they become vocal folds and they help in phonation. And as you can see, you can actually open them like this and then close them. Open, close. So it helps in phonation. Okay. Now we got another very important structure. This is the epiglottis. This whole structure is the epiglottis. It is actually a leaf-shaped structure, leaf-shaped, having a superior surface, and it has got a stem. This is the stem of the epiglottis. Stem of the epiglottis. Here. Stem of the epiglottis. Okay. And the epiglottis, it attaches to the thyroid cartilage. Epiglottis, it attaches to the thyroid cartilage through the thyroepiglottic ligament. Thyroepiglottic ligament. So the epiglottis, it attaches to the thyroid cartilage to the thyroepiglottic ligament. And it's actually a protective structure. It doesn't allow food particles or any other dust particles to enter the trachea, so that it does not interrupt with the respiratory function. On the oblique line, you have got 3 muscle attachments. On the oblique line, you have got 3 muscle attachments, and the thyroid cartilage lamina. Thyroid cartilage lamina. So from the epiglottis, there is actually okay. If you look at the larynx in a proper orientation, you will find the tongue in this position. Okay, if this is the larynx, you will find the tongue in this position. The tongue in this position. So the thyroid, so the epiglottis, this epiglottis is actually attached to the tongue through a median glossoepiglottic ligament. Median glossoepiglottic ligament. A median glossoepiglottic ligament arises from this portion and it goes to attach on the tongue anteriorly, and then you've got lateral glossoepiglottic ligaments. Lateral glossoepiglottic ligaments, and lateral glossoepiglottic ligaments, as they move down, they fold upwards. The lateral glossoepiglottic ligaments, as they move down, they fold upwards on the lateral surface of the larynx, and the space between the lateral glossoepiglottic fold and the epiglottis is known as the vallecula. Vallecula between the lateral glossoepiglottic fold or ligament and between the epiglottis is the vallecula. Okay, so this was about the larynx. Thank you.